Very embarrassing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one. I can't think of one, but they're all over the internet. If you just type it into YouTube, which is a very useful thing if you haven't heard of it, if that's at all possible. But yeah, if you just type in "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire," wrong answers or something like that, it's not helping the stereotype much, is it, that most of the clips are from America? Is it, to be honest?
No.
I mean, I know it's a stereotype, but it's not helping at all that all of those, a lot of those clips are from America. So yeah, feel free to get in contact with us here at the studio. Did you watch Blockbusters? I certainly did, but I'm a final year, so it might be a bit. I've longed to say this. It might be a bit before your time. I had that said to me many times in the past, and I get to say it now, so it might be slightly before your time, Blockbusters. But are there any other things that from your past that aren't around anymore? It can be pretty much anything: TV shows, toys, games, food or drink or anything like that. It's completely up to you, but of course it is your show, so I do recommend and indeed insist that you take part. 07575 073400 is the text number. Don't forget that texts are charged at the standard network rate, so don't forget to check that out before you attempt to text us. studio@ge2.co.uk is the MSN and the email address. Twitter, GE2 Radio, all one word, don't forget. So you can follow us on the Twitter, and you can of course phone us 01483 68 13 50. That's 01483 68 13 50. I do prefer email or MSN, but if you don't have MSN or access to email, and say, I don't know, you're listening to GU2 and you don't have access to a computer and you like to request a song maybe, or talk about the football that I was talking about earlier, then you are more than welcome to send us a text. This is Kickoff with Dazz, here with Andrew here in the studio, 1350am GU2.
Kicking ass across campus.
Did I know? Fine. All right.
1350 AM.
GU2.
Yes, you heard that electronic voice. This is 1350am GU2, Kickoff with Dazz, each and every Wednesday, 4 until 7pm. There we had two classic pop tracks, JLS, Beat Again, and Cheryl Cole, which of course is the official UK number one. Cheryl Cole, Fight for This Love. So only the best and latest and most popular music here on GU2 1350am. You can get in contact with us by a veritable smorgasbord of methods. You can get in contact with us by studio@gu2.co.uk. That's studio@gu2.co.uk. That's the MSN as well. You can follow us on the Twitter, which is GU2 Radio, all one word. You can phone us 01483 68 13 50. And do you want to read the text number out, Andrew?
Yeah, it's 07575 073400. That's 07575 073400, and texts are charged at your standard network rate.
Yes, that is exactly right. So have a look at those network rates if you're not sure, because we wouldn't like to be blamed for you being charged £1 or something for sending one text. So yes, I would advise you to check that out. Okay, we've been talking about the sports, the football. What else is there? Let's be honest. Liverpool beat United, foreign owners. Can you see a Premier League game being played abroad in the near future? I wouldn't like to see that happen, to be honest. It talks about blockbusters in our Gone But Not Forgotten feature. But now it's 25 to 6, so that means it's time for Media Mania. If you haven't listened to the show before, pretty much I talk about, or it's a general feature across the Kickoff shows in general. So if you are a fan of the Kickoff shows with Barney Levers, of course, on Tuesdays, then you will know that it's when the Kickoff presenters talk about anything in the media in the past week that's caught their attention. I tend to focus on video games because, as you may or may not know, I am a gaming geek. So that's what I tend to focus on, although we are going to be talking about one or two more things this week. We move on to Xbox 360 to start off with. Of course, they have made a partnership with Sky Television, and that launches on Xbox 360. That actually launched yesterday, but they've been having some problems with it, apparently. I'm not sure if it's back up, but they have been having some problems with it. So let me know if it's back up, and if you've used it at all. What is it like? Let's have a look. Yes, they've launched it on Xbox Live. You can subscribe for £15, which isn't too bad, actually. Or £19 for sports channels. And me liking my sports, I might have a look at that in the future. But yeah, let me know if you used it. What's it like? A big game is coming out soon. Left 4 Dead 2. Of course, it's Halloween very, very soon. This Saturday, actually. It's out soon. Yes, it is this Saturday. I thought I was going mad. Yes, so the demo is out soon. And will you be buying the full game? Have you ever played the Left 4 Dead games?
I've not. I should have a look into that.
You've heard of them? You've heard of them, though? Yeah. Of course, you're a PS3 man.
I am, yeah.
And I hear that you like the driving games and things like that.
Yeah, driving games, racing games, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the driving games, but Gran Turismo, things like that, you can't beat a game of Gran Turismo. But yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 demo is out soon. Will you be buying the full game? Of course. Left 4 Dead, the original, came out just last year. So it's been released a year in the future, which isn't that long, really. So will you be shelling out another £40 for a game that's only just been released? I'm not too sure, so let me know. And now let's talk about the new releases for the video games this week. Actually, a lot of good games coming out this week, so perfect for spending your student loan on, if anything. Who needs food, eh? Let's just buy video games. Okay, WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2010 comes out this week. That's multi-format, so whether you've got PS3 like Andrew, or you've got an Xbox 360 like me, or a Wii or anything like that, then you will be able to buy that. Another multi-platform release is Pro Evolution Soccer 2010. I'm actually a FIFA fan, although I was a Pro Evo fan, so you can get that as well. PS3 game, so this would be of interest to you, Andrew. Borderlands. I've heard good things about it, so you might want to give that a look. Racing game, Forza Motorsport 3 for the Xbox 360. I've never played that game, but I think it's the equivalent of Gran Turismo, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I actually watched an advert for that the other day, and it's photorealistic. The adverts anyway.
Yeah.
It says the graphics are indicative of the gameplay, but you know, they're trying to sell the game, aren't they? Let's be honest. And finally, GTA Chinatown Wars for the PSP. And very, very quickly, moving on to other outlets rather than just video games, it's Halloween this Saturday, as I'm sure I said, and Saw 6 is out this week. I'm not sure if it's already out, but it is out this week at least, and it might actually come out on Saturday. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out, but I'm a big fan of the Saw films, so if you need something to do this Saturday or this weekend, then I would suggest you give that a try. Saw 6 out this week. And I was just talking with Andrew about a film that he saw the other day. I was just asking if we were chatting during the music break, asking if he'd seen any films lately, and there's one that you weren't so keen on.
Yeah, at the weekend I went to cinema and saw The Goods. So it was a comedy. It was quite funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out.
Quite funny, but not great.
Not that good.
Okay, so The Goods. If you fancy a laugh, but you like taking a gamble as well, then it might be for you. Did it have any famous actors in it, or was it just a random movie with just random actors?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Actually, speaking of comedies, I want to see that new Ricky Gervais film.
Oh yeah,
the man who The Only Man Who Can Lie, or The Man Who Discovered Lying.
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Invention of Lying.
Yeah, that's it.
So